I recently started to teach soccer to college boys and girls who just got the right to vote. So I've been having a lot of political conversation with people in those age groups for these 5 months. And I noticed this is what they often say emotionally, which doesn't seem to make sense though, as foreign population only accounts for 3% in this country.
Yeah, I've personally noticed, I think it's an overreaction.
I think she's just overreacting. Because it's not like foreign people are overtaking Japan.
About 3%. So if you think the 3% is dominating the rest of the 97 Japanese population, I don't think that's a very fair judgment.
Other foreign residents also claim that it's definitely not too many compared to other countries, and most of them follow the laws, sometimes more than Japanese people, because they don't risk getting deported, and they surely contribute in many ways. But from Gen Z's perspective right now, they might not see that way, and this could be one of the reasons why they say we have too many foreigners. Actually, some of the universities in Tokyo are already dominated by foreign students.
なんか留学生とかなんていうんだろう、優先されるんじゃなくて、みんなが平等の方がいいかなって思う。
Experts I talked to point out two major issues. This is especially true in a high-ranking university or college, and this could be reducing the quality of Japanese college or discouraging Japanese people from entering there.
少子化になってきていて、大学ももう生き残るのに本当に大変だと思うんですよね。やっぱり留学生を入れないと定員に達しないというようなことが正直ある。私も実際にいろいろな大学で講義をさせていただくこと結構あるんですけど、やっぱり外国の学生で全然日本語がわからない学生ってやっぱりいるんですよね。で、日本の大学の機関としてはいかがなものかと思いますし、もちろん大学に行きたいけど、留学生がたくさん入ってしまったがために落ちてしまった学生からすると、そういうような気持ちはわかりますね。外国の学生がたくさん今入ってきている中で、この日本人ファーストっていう意味もわからなくはないなと。
Half of them struggle to make ends meet, as their student debts only keep growing, so I see many of them find this totally unfair. But she emphasized that's not the only reason they grow resentment.
なんかその日本の文化が好きだとか、日本のこれを研究したいんだとかではないところがコスパがいいから来たんだよとか、やっぱそういうところが我々には非常に馴染みがないところなので、あんまりいい印象ではなくなってしまうので、コスパがいいって思われている時点で、この日本の政策ずれてるってことに気づかないといけないと思いますね。
As you know, nationwidely, foreigner issues became a huge concern this year.
So we are seeing a huge influx of foreign nationals. Their presence has grown too big to ignore.
That might be especially true among Gen Z, in a sense that they are the ones who are most affected by social media, where they see those words are constantly associated to foreigners, and constantly watch a clip like this.
治安がいいっていうのがすごい売りなんですよ。これキープするには外国人入れちゃダメです。やっぱり外国人が来ると乱れます。
We actually have no evidence that foreigners cause higher crime rate, statistically speaking. And similarly, this is not true either, at least on nationwide level, because most foreign residents are employed, which means automatically taxes are deducted from their salaries, just like Japanese workers. But many politicians or candidates perpetuate those rumors, and Gen Z might be heavily affected.
外国の人の文化は違うから、これ以上日本にはやっぱり入れちゃダメって言ってるんですよ。夜うるさい音出すのも違うし、ゴミ出しのルールも違うし、そういう人たちとこの日本で共生するっていうのはやっぱりやめないと。
結構その SNS で政治とか選挙に関心を持つきっかけになったことはこれは間違いない。ただ割とデマみたいなことも実際は全然そんなことないんだけれども、外国の方の方が優遇されてるみたいな。
And when I talk to them in a college, I notice they often bring this up, and they argue that this indicates most foreign residents not willing to commit to the country or culture, so likely to break our norms. And maybe that's why I see many of them seem to believe this rumor on social media, with no actual evidence or data backed up.
治安が悪くなってるどうこうっていうより、ちょっとなってる可能性が高いですよね。向こうの国ではなんか常識だと思うことを、でも日本では全然常識じゃないじゃないですか。結果的になんかそういうちょっと問題とかも起きるし、全員が全員そういうわけじゃないけど、日本人はなんか優しいし、なんか礼儀正しいし大丈夫だろうみたいな。ちょっとそういうのがあるから、なんか外国人には全然ちょっと日本のルールを守ってもらってみたいな。
外国人の方に聞くと、なんかオーバーリアクトしてる。 何%ぐらいしかいないのに騒ぎ立てることじゃないんじゃないかみたいな、
でもなんか東京とかに行ったりすると外国人ばっかかなって感じはします。前にお店で見たのはなんか店員さんが英語で対応してたんですけど、でもそんなにうまく伝わってなくて、でなんか外国人の方がなんかあんまり英語うまくないみたいな文句を言ってるのは聞いたことありました。なんか例えば列に並ばなきゃいけなかった時になんか横入りする、やっぱり日本の文化を知っていく必要があると思います。
I see them like promoting Japanese people to learn English and then we should level up, but like I'm even afraid of someday Japanese becoming like a dead language. I don't want that. This is our land. They should definitely adjust to it. They don't have to change who they are, but I think there are certain things like, let's say if they are like playing really loud music at night, they should stop it.
Right now I think there's a very large gap between what foreign residents know, what foreign residents do, and how Japanese society reacts. You know, for example, foreign residents that move to America must speak English. But in Japan, there's this common perception among foreigners that you can move to Japan without speaking Japanese. I think it causes a lot of frustration and misunderstanding among local populations.
For example, in a city I used to live, many people struggle with language barrier. While foreign residents might be frustrated, the people in Japan can't speak English enough, unlike a nation like Singapore, Korea, or any Western country.
There is a big language barrier. Only few people, like out of 100, 5 people is speaking English. So what I suggest, people have to learn English.
In Japan, the language barrier is more prominent. I mean, Japanese is, I love learning it, but it's so difficult.
I think I got my hiragana right, katakana kinda, kanji impossible.
Some other cities in Japan enable or provide it.
If you want them to speak Japanese, then provide conditions for them. Or if that's really strong, if that's your priority, then make that as a mandatory requirement.
If they want to learn Japanese more, then definitely need to be separate from the community, only consistent with overseas people. That's must. But I think that's not what people from outside can force them. It's self-discipline, in my opinion. So it's their responsibility.
言語の壁っていうのが一番やっぱり大変だっていうのを聞くんですよね。その学校なんかでもそうみたいで、同じ例えば中国語、韓国語、もうその子たちだけで話していて、日本の生徒と交わらない。ちょっとこの言語の壁っていうのは一つだいぶ大きな問題だなと思ってますね。
This might be even bigger issue for some. Tokyo is one of the most popular cities which young people want to live, but I see many of them giving up on that as the rents got much higher today.
外国人が多くなりすぎてて、ご飯が高いというか2000円とかその外国人向けの価格にされてる。そうするとやっぱ暮らしにくいなっていうところでは。やっぱり外国人ファーストになってるなっていうのは正直やっぱりマンションとかが今すごい投資目的で買われてると思うんですけど、本来住むべき日本人が今住めていない状況なので、それは規制していくべきだと。
やっぱりこう外国人による土地問題っていうものがすごくホットトピックになったわけですけども、 SNS の仕掛けって言ったらあれなんですけども、なんで日本だけが外国人が土地を買えてしまうのかっていうのはまあおかしな話なので、はい。っていうところですね。外国の方を優先するっていうのはちょっと優先順位が違うんじゃないかなと。
今の状況だと外国人ばっかり優先した結果治安も悪くなってるし経済もだしみたいな感じだから。
Unsurprisingly, I see the anti-immigrant sentiment still keep growing even after the voting is done.
移民は今後の日本のためにはならない気もするし、その悪いことをするとかそういうのはちょっと違うと思います。
難しい問題ではあるなっていう。今この年でだからこれから働くみたいな移民の人がいるから職を失ったりするっていう問題としてそれが上がってるっていうのはもちろん認知してますし、受け入れたところでやっぱその文化の違いから衝突が生んでしまうっていうのも規制せざるを得ないのかなとは思いますね。
移民を助けるぐらいだったらなんか日本自分の国だから自分の国民第一にして
日本人ファーストって
まあそうは思います。自分も実際参政党に入れてるんで、今日本って少子化って言って子供が少なくなってるじゃないですか。ちょっと移民を入れすぎてもあれなんか中華国みたいになって日本らしさが失われるし、普通に日本人とかもっと増やした方がいいと思います。
これだけ例えばちょっとゴミ捨て一つとっ ても非常に校長にも寄せられること多いですし、いろんなちょっと問題が解決してない中で日本だけ緩くしてどんどん受け入れていくっていうのは、労働人口不足しているから受け入れるべきだという短絡的な話にはならないかなと思ってます。
I don't see why purchasing land is a problem. You know, if you talk about everything becoming expensive, I don't think you can blame the immigration for that. But I think that's the mindset that if anything goes wrong, blame the gaijin.
This is not fair.
Japan, I think, is very fortunate because there is hardly illegal immigration as opposed to, you know, a Western country. You know, if it's legal, they are following the laws. They should be. And if they're not, then the system needs to be strengthened instead of scapegoating.
What I notice among Gen Z through the conversation with them for these 5 months, they often seem mixing them up, which is supposed to be completely separated. They also seem to believe whatever social media tells them, and perhaps because they have almost no interaction with actual foreigners. And those are clearly more prominent in my eyes, at least compared to my generation. Actually, elderly people might be much more comfortable with them, as they actually see many foreigners contribute to the society. And that's something Gen Z couldn't see, so makes sense. I find many of them don't even acknowledge it, but rather only see the privileged parts.
日本人からですか？
はい。どう感じますか、日本人としては。
今結構びっくりしましたね。日本人の人でも海外の人差別する人いるんだなって。割と差別される側の方かなと。でも意外とその海外の方したりするんだなってちょっと今驚きはありますね。はい。はい。
外国の方が犯罪を犯したってなるとやっぱりその日本人は怖いなと思ってしまうし、犯罪をする加害者側ではなくって被害者側になることもやっぱり私もいくつか聞くんですよね。
Because I learned English and had a lot of conversation, interaction with people of different countries, I got to actually realize without it, like I didn't even know it.
It's difficult to know that unless you actually talk to them.
And then I also want to say to Japanese people that we don't have to shrink either. If there's anything that's bothering us, we should say it. And then we should communicate. Yeah, it's communication.
例えば悪いことやってても、なんか、あんま関わらないようにしようみたいな考え方をしちゃったりとか、そもそもその間違ってるってことに気づいてないのに教えてあげないとか、そういうのがあると思います。
So like a lot of people in Tokyo right now thinks that 外国人周りのことを考えないみたいなのがあるんですけど、We don't know what is right and what is wrong. I want them to be honest with me, but they're just gonna like hide their feelings. Maybe that's one point that I hate about Japanese people. They gotta just like tell me what is wrong about me, but they just hide it.
はいはい、そうですよね。まあでも、ちょっと言いにくいですね。すいません、難しいですね。すいません。
People from overseas directly told me that they actually have a trauma with Japanese people because even though we try to act happy or smile to them, what we think inside is quite different.
A lot of times that a lot of people might think that I might be a 外国人. They might be overreacting to that. 普通にも日本語で接して接客して like in a usual way.
やっぱり私も全然留学生と関わってないし、少ないなと思います。関わりがないせいでイメージをつけてしまうというか、やっぱり日本って日本人っていうその単一民族国家って言ったらあれですけど、やっぱり日本人は日本人であって、外の人は外の人っていうその意識が強いのかな。
I think it will be better if we actually have a conversation with foreign people, like talk like face to face with actual foreigners.
It took time for me also to coexist with non-Japanese people. What I would say for both of them, let's say, is like just be open-minded. We should definitely be able to have flat relationship with anyone from the world, not fear anyone or look down anyone, but just talk at this like same level. I think not a lot of people have that here. I used to not have that in the past, so.
Living here long enough, until I lived in India, I did not know what loneliness is. We're meant to live in communities. We're meant to talk to each other. We're meant to be together. You cannot just shut the doors on them and say, oh, well, now you're on your own. Go figure.
なんで日本人である我々日本国民を優遇しないんだ。日本人を最優先にする。これはもちろん日本国民として当たり前のことではありつつも、だからといって日本人だけで生きていけるっていう時代でももちろんないですし、お互いが努力を欠かさないっていうことが非常に重要かなと思いますね。